Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This one is going to be for Gemini. And before we get into this read, I want to ask you to please share, like, and subscribe, and possibly leave a comment down in the comment section if it resonates with you. So, let me just get this Palo Santo going real quick. Yeah, so I did some automatic writing, and during that, I got for Gemini, um, in love again, momentum forming in your life, success, inconsistencies don't bother you anymore, long as you're consistent, constant change forming, rush, or something feels rushed. That feeling won't last. Next episode, things don't, and when it says next episode, I feel like they're trying to say, like, it's time for you to end one chapter of your life and begin a new chapter in your life. Things don't last. Yeah. So there's some astral projections coming in and forming in you, walking in your skin. Never felt more like yourself. I feel like when it says astral projection coming in, forming astral projection forming in you, walking in your own skin, never felt more like yourself. I feel like when it says that is like that's like reminiscent of the future. Or I just heard what's to come. So you do have some anxieties about the past, Gemini. Um, or some anxieties about the past may come up, but it's a test. Continue to unblock your chakras and clear your energy, and clear people out of your life who don't deserve to be in your energy. Sometimes people are telling the truth, but are you lying to yourself? You're stuck on one thing when it's not really about that anymore. You feel like a crime has been committed against you. Like you feel like some injustice that has to do with family. Like you feel betrayed. Okay? Let it go. More chances and opportunities will come and stick by you when they're for you. Be quiet so that you can see and grab the opportunities coming in. Social status, social standing isn't more important than the relationship you have with yourself and God. Look at you before you look at anyone else. You feel like you're wired different, but really, I feel like it's not that you're wired different. I feel like you just have a different view and outlook on life. So, confusion came out here for you. And I feel like when this confusion card is here, I feel like you need to. I just heard reserve. So I mean, take a look, step back, and it was just on the tip of my tongue. Now I forgot it. I hate that. Um, take a step back and gain clarity in the so that you can gain clarity in the matter. Like the only way through confusion is by dealing with it and going through it. Like you can't avoid it. Um then there's creation. Um, when you keep yourself stagnated by thinking about past situations that have happened in your life that are no longer here nor there, then you create blockage for yourself, you know? And I feel like when this rejection card is here, Gemini, that you need to know that sometimes when you get a no or when you're rejected, it's not that you're not good enough, it's that that situation might not be good enough for you, and that's a form of protection from universe. So you need to trust that. Um and then here's this victim. So with this, it's like I said when I was saying, but are you telling the truth? And are you telling the truth? And like are you holding yourself account? Like sometimes people are telling the truth, and are you holding yourself accountable for your behavior or what you've done in the matter? You know, like you can't just keep holding a grudge against somebody for something that has already happened. Um, you need to learn how to forgive and, like I said, release. Um, you need to accept that sometimes you have a selfish attitude, and with this dissipating card, it's like, are you like only talking about your dreams but not really making movement towards them, or getting opportunities to put dreams into fruition but not really taking steps towards them, um or taking steps to keep building towards your dreams. um I just feel like stagnation and blockage is holding you back from moving forwards, Gemini. So it says everything happens for a reason. Move on. Focus on self care, family, and home. So this came out in the reverse. So maybe a situation where you thought a person was going to be dependable, where you thought that you were going to be able to work with this individual and it was going to be a partnership of a lifetime, but it just didn't turn out that way. But just know that that didn't happen because it was gonna throw you for a loop, or it was gonna take you down a roller coaster ride, and you just don't need that at that time. At this time, you've already been through enough, so you've been divinely protected. um so no, they won't return, but it's not the end of the world. So if it's in regards to a relationship, then that relationship has also ended, because this is like a general reading, so a lot of different things are going to come out, so this is for some and not all. So you just need to put the situationships where they belong and don't try to force them, so you know what's going on in your life. So no, they won't return, but it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of other fish in the sea, I heard. This person was a narcissist, and you should be aware that any kind of abuse is never okay. You deserve love that's not cruel. So, for some of you, this relationship was about a year or going on a year, or this situation has been happening for about just about a year, but not exactly a year. Or you will gain the clarity that you need within time. For some people, um, the situation can be mended, but for some of you, it can't. So, for those of you who the relationship is salvageable, you just need time apart in order to gain clarity so that the both of you can come together and talk about it in like a adult manner without any aggression or any animosity in the air. There may be a child support situation for some of you going on. It came out sideways, so there hasn't been a decision made on this yet, or this situation is new, or this person just filed this. Okay, so this relationship was codependent in the past. It's in the reverse. It's not healthy to want to talk and be around your partner constantly. So either this person held you captive or you felt the need to always be about around this person even after you just left from being around the person. It's like codependency, like being afraid to be left alone. It says here, this relationship in the upright, this is for some of you, not all of you. This relationship has ended due to circumstances beyond your control. There's nothing you can do to rekindle this. And for some of you, the way that it came up with give them time, men love differently than women, or women and the vice versa, women love differently from men. Some of you could possibly break up and leave on come to an understanding and have like a friendship, or it could be a friendship. um so it says that for for some of you, this person could have cheated but they didn't cheat. You need to relax. Remember to have your own life before you get involved with another person. So you could, if you're accusing someone of something, like I said before, it says some people are telling the truth. So if you're accusing someone of cheating, maybe they didn't cheat and it's just all in your head. The one who's for you may not fit the norm of what society deems perfect, but so what, as long as you're happy. And this came out in the reverse. So maybe you had some insecurities about your relationship. I just heard big butt. So maybe your girlfriend had a big butt, or your guy had like a good body or something like that, and a lot of people were attracted to them. So it gave you like some insecurities that maybe another person could draw them, you know? Or they could be tempted or enticed to go in another direction because they have a lot of choices, or they can have a lot of options. I just heard, but the marriage. So, but they were married. So, some of you were in a marriage with this person. For some of you, this person was a vampiric, blood sucking leech. They stole your time, your energy, and your resources. They left you dry with nothing. Um, you wish that you had ran away and not walked. So for some of you, you feel like you've been in the situation far too long, or you stayed in the situation far too long. Forgiveness sets you free. So I think we spoke about that up there. Yeah. with the release and the victim attitude. Well, so I do see new relationships and new situationships coming in for you, but you shouldn't within a year or a year and a half or half of a year, 6 months. And but you shouldn't just sit around. You should do things to improve yourself. I feel like at this time you have like a lot of creativity brewing within you, but I feel like you need to accept your creativity no matter how much out of the norm it may seem to others, and walk in your own skin. Like feel comfortable um being you for once. And I think something like that was in the automatic writing as well. Mm. Mm. I saw some saucy cards popping out here. So, shit. Anymore? Anymore? Darn. So, mm. So this is for some of you. Um, this person may have got another woman pregnant or gotten pregnant by someone else. Now, that person wants a DNA. Now that person wants to leave DNA and get a DNA, either gender. So maybe this person could have left you for someone else and gotten someone pregnant, and now it's not cracked up on what they used thought it was, and they are second guessing if the baby is even theirs. Maybe someone got pregnant, vice versa. A woman got pregnant by someone who she thought that she was gonna leave her partner for, and um, that person is not all cracked up to what they say they are, and asking for a paternity test, and denying that they're even the parent of the unborn fetus. So, why do you want something that makes you cry all alone at night? Love yourself enough to know when it's time to let go. Practice self love. Yeah. And I heard, and move on. Accept help from family and friends. Either gender, I heard. Connect with nature or loved ones you haven't seen in a while. They love you and want to see you. Mm. Somebody may be facing prison time, or someone feels like they're locked away in a prison, um, in their current situation. You two are soulmates in the reverse, so this is a karmic situation. Disaster coming, you could have avoid, but you chose to be ignorant. So I feel like in the beginning of this relationship, saw that this person was turning out to be no good, but yet you still wanted to ride the wave. People are going to do what they want. You can't change that. But what you can do is not accept it and walk away. That's what I just heard, walk away. It doesn't hurt to love yourself and it's free. It's about time. Don't let anyone decide how you should feel. Oh, karmic karma coming. How you handle the situation prior will decide the outcome, and if it's good or bad, that depends on the decisions that you made previously. But in the upright, I feel like this is going forward. So any decisions that you make now will decide your karma coming in forward. So in the reverse, it says addicted to the sex because it's amazing, but there's more to connections than sex. Get to know each other. So I feel like you and this person came in hot and heavy. You guys had lots of sex and it was great, but eventually that died down. And what were you left with? Like shallowness. So I feel like that's something you don't want to do moving forwards, like have dates and get to know each other. And in the reverse it says pray, it helps, Psalm 23. So maybe right now you're not choosing to walk in faith or putting all your faith in God when you should be. Karmic relationships and karmic ties are holding you back from abundance. Release it and let go. Health. Take care of yourself. This is for some of you. Oh, and I didn't pick this card up because it was flipped over. Yes, protect yourself. Condoms, STD, gonorrhea, AIDS, chlamydia. That's out there still. You know, um, and it doesn't have a gender, a face, a name. Anybody can get it. So you need to be aware of the people that you're allowing into your energy and the people that they allow into your energy. Meaning, like, if you're with someone and you know that person likes to lay it low and spread it wide, then maybe you should, like, shut yourself off from that person to avoid catching, like, something you can't fix. Some of you may be eating to mass pain, drinking to mass pain, or doing other low vibe behavior, even coke, maybe some people. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that's some people's cup of tea. Keep, but those type of behaviors are only gonna keep you in depressing manners and depressing patterns, and you need to find your triggers. So it says landlord issues, being evicted, or what have you, but I feel like that's a past situation. So maybe this person left you desolate and dry, which caused you to become homeless. And don't ever think that somebody who you've been breaking bread with and someone whom you've been laughing with and smoking and drinking with, or making money with for a period of time, never think that that person won't backstab you. You know what I'm saying? You never know people's intentions. Like, a person could be sweet today, sugar and water, and then salt and water the next day. You know? So you need to be careful with that. Don't ever think a person got your back the way you got your back. So we should all have a backup plan. I'm not saying that this isn't for men too, because men also need to have a backup plan. Because some women like to change men like they change their drawers. And some men like to change women like they change their boxers. So we just all need to be aware and know who we're sleeping with and who we're allowing into our energy and our space. Because, you know, some people are here not to build or anything. They're here to take out the, the home brick by brick, you know? So it says here they don't love you. It's all about the moment for that, you know? So, you know, this person just, it's like from one to another, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Just keep moving. Just like one or two from here. Secret baby. What did I say? Didn't I say that before? You're lying to yourself. So, Gemini, that was your read. And I hope this was able to help you. And like I said, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment down in the comment section if anything resonates with you. So until next time, love, peace, and light.